Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Mindharbour episode 25. This is our very first live broadcast stream, so bear with us. Today I'm joined by our wonderful locals, Martin, Sean, and Hannah. Say hello, guys.
Hello, hello. Streaming
Hi.
for you live from Mississauga and Waterloo.
Indeed, indeed.
And Kitchener.
And Kitchener. Our
Yes.
waves may be broken up by the sheer amount of snow that's flying in the air right now. But before we get into that, I just want to ask you guys, how was your week? Did you guys do anything interesting?
My week's been good.
Yeah, it was pretty normal. Lots of hard work, lots of snow. Luckily, I was working from home the last couple of days, but I got to enjoy the snow last weekend where I went cross-country skiing, and that was very cold at first, but it's surprising how warm you can get when you are actually using your body in the snow.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's been so cold. You know what? I was thinking about this the other day. Whoever invented long johns needs like the Nobel Peace Prize cuz that shit is amazing. That technology, I swear to God, that's like up there with the nuclear bomb. I I applaud anyone who invented that cuz my goodness, it saved me more than once this week. It's been extremely cold in our area in southern Ontario. We've gotten like negative 18, negative 15, and then with the wind chill, like negative 22-degree weather every single day this week. So it has not been fun walking around outside. Feels like you're on Hoth.
Hmm.
Yes.
Hoth, what is that?
Oh, that's the Star Wars planet that's full of ice, where the AT&T, in the second one, or I guess it's the fifth one. In
Empire Strikes
Yeah,
Back.
The Empire Strikes Back, where they Han Solo has to split open the Tauntaun's stomach and like sleep in there overnight because there's no other. Yeah, I remember seeing that for the first time as a kid and being like, "Oh my God, the poor Tauntaun!"
Right. I need to go watch that. That movie, I didn't get that reference.
And then
Sounds
the
almost
Just
Yeti,
more
watch
like
the Family Guy episodes.
the Yeti
watch the what?
again.
Mm.
The Family Guy episodes, Martin.
Yeah.
They sum up the Star Wars good enough.
Okay.
They are pretty fun.
Nice summary.
Yeah. Blue Harvest. It's like the Family Guy version of A New Hope. It's just so funny. Beginning to end is just it's peak.
I gotta
Yeah,
watch
I
that then.
that
I
whole
haven't even
series is
seen
amazing.
like all the real Star Warses.
What?
Like
Same.
yeah, like I think I've only seen A New Hope, and then the one with the purple lightsabers and like four arms.
Oh, General
I forget his
Grievous.
name. Yes, Grievous.
Yeah.
But that was so long ago, I don't even really remember.
I
I kind
remember.
of remember Rogue One, but that was like the new one,
God, start from A
or
New
the
Hope,
new
watch the
Jedi or
older ones,
whatever.
and then watch the like first three that were made after, because they do it weird. And then yeah, you're
Uh,
golden.
I'm
You don't need to watch
gonna
the other
watch it.
stuff.
I'm gonna start at one, because
Yeah.
I feel like what I didn't get into Star Wars at the beginning is because like it was episode four. Like I need all the info from the beginning. Can't just start halfway through. I don't, like and
You gotta
like
watch
my
like four, five, three, one, two, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, right?
Yeah, that's well,
well, yeah,
yeah,
that's the
that's the
order
way they
they
were
came out.
made and they came out. Yeah. So if you want to
But
get like
Yeah.
the
like
authentic way to watch them.
I don't really I don't really care about like the quality of like the CGI or whatever. Like I'm just there for the story. So like I would want to watch so like start at one.
Right.
Like there's also been so much. Like there's been Clone Wars, Mandalorian, fucking what else? Aren't they making one for Obi-Wan?
Yeah, no,
I
they
think
did. They
so.
made
No,
an
and they're
Obi-Wan.
making
That's
one for
out.
Darth Maul. They're
Oh,
making one for Darth Maul.
that should
It's
be fun.
animated though.
Eh,
Uh,
I'd still
Oh,
watch
Oh,
it.
it's been out for a while. It's been out since 2022.
The Darth Maul one?
no,
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan.
Oh yeah. No, I watched that. Yeah, that was pretty okay. I mean, my whole thing is like I like seeing the actors return from the original movies because those ones are so nostalgic for me. And yeah, there's like a Vader Obi-Wan battle again in that series, and that's awesome. Like just see, yeah, I don't want to say anything because it was so sweet. Uh,
Mhm.
Star Wars does have like gems. Mandalorian was good. Um, all of the movies I loved, of course. What was the other one? It was with that Pedro Pascal looking guy. Um, it wasn't Rogue One because that was the movie. It was the TV series that came out like a couple of years ago too.
Mandalorian?
No, it was after the Mandalorian, like right after. Shoot, I can't remember it. But that one was pretty good. That was like the spy thriller one. Um,
Mm.
that one was pretty awesome. And then actually the one with what's it, Boba Fett, the one on Boba Fett, I watched that full series. That was pretty awesome too. Yeah, there's a lot of like if you understand the lore of Star Wars and like honestly like before I watched any of The Mandalorian, I watched a bunch of like YouTube videos on like the lore of what happened and why there's a whole, planet of Mandalorians and what their whole thing is and it goes deep. It's like I don't know. There's a lot of lore being added onto it all the time too. It's nothing like Warhammer 40K though. That's insane. I don't even know where to start there. It feels overwhelming. Yeah,
Yeah.
Star Wars is fucking
Okay.
great. I love it.
Yeah, it's like
Got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah,
For
you
sure.
do.
I got a lot, a lot of yeah, I love world building series
Mm.
and shows. It's just I mean, nothing like the Avengers world where they got like all the movies, the shows, the Netflix specials, and I feel like Star Wars. I mean, I'm guessing is a bit less than that, but I still feels like it sounds like a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, well, it's you can
Yeah.
start like the nice thing about Star Wars is you can start in a lot of different places and not really know too much what's going on, and then it gets explained later. Um,
Hmm.
as long as you know the base lore, base story, like watch the first movies and then branch out from there. Like go to the Mandalorian series, you know?
Yeah, it's cool. It seems I didn't know that what's her name, Felicity Jones was in Rogue One. I had no idea. She's one of my favorite actresses from
Oh.
the Stephen Hawking movie.
Interesting. I don't know who she
Yeah.
is. I
She's
watched Rogue
Jen
One, but I
Erso.
tried to wipe that from my memory.
Oh, is it not good?
No, I did not like it. It was just too far from like what you would expect Star Wars to be. It was in that time where they were like writing the the lesbian planet where they were using the Force to impregnate other lesbians on the planet. It was like a full Sith planet. So I think they just when
Yeah.
they started writing that, their entire writing crew just like went into like some kind of mental
When the
break
fuck
or
was
something. That was like a couple of years ago.
Like-
That was a couple of years ago.
that? What?
Yeah, look it up. It's insane.
Star Wars planet
Oh, they're all
that
African too. I forgot to mention that part.
has
I think most of them anyway. I think I watched the first episode and I was like, nah, I'm good.
using the Force.
I just love that meme that goes I see everywhere about Anakin saying, "I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough." It gets everywhere. I have no context, but it sounds so funny.
Yeah, that first movie was whoever was running PR there was not doing a good job. I mean, they
Yeah.
went full on racism with some of those characters like Jar Jar Binks and like that flying bug guy, whatever his name is, Otto or something. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
it was pretty bad. But
Well,
if you
okay.
can get over that, then you're fine.
So I looked it up, right? And the the first thing that shows up, and I'm reading a direct like couple sentences. Like, this is the first thing that shows up. It
Mm.
says, showrunner Leslie Headland's newest addition to Star Wars universe in the form of Acolyte, also known as, quote, gayest Star Wars ever, close quote.
Yeah, it
Also
was pretty gay.
features new quote, lesbian space witch covens, close quote, who are able to immaculately conceive babies
With the
through
Force.
the
Sounds
Force.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, yeah, you might have fun
Look
with
at
it,
that.
Hannah. Hannah
So,
and Martin are gonna love that.
huh, okay. That explains why my one coworker was upset about that new trilogy.
Well, it's like, why
Okay.
for Star Wars, really? Like, yeah,
But my thing is that, like, to be a good movie, you have to have a good fight choreography, and I've heard the newer ones don't have the best. Like, I've seen comparisons. I think it's like the ones that from the '90s have actual fighting choreography, and the ones the newer ones are just like slice, slice,
Can you
block,
guys?
slice. It's a lot slower.
Sorry,
I
yeah, no,
wouldn't
I
be able to
agree.
comment.
It's kind
I
of,
don't know. I haven't
kind of.
seen
You're
it.
right. Could you guys
Yeah.
hear that though? My mom has just been
No.
with the blender for the past like 10 minutes nonstop, and she just stopped. So,
Yeah.
and I told
got
her we were
peace and quiet.
recording. I was like, all right, well, 2 minutes in, we already got the blender going. This is awesome. Anyway, I was just wondering if you guys could hear that.
No,
Nah.
I could hear it.
Okay, good. All
You
right,
gotta
moving on.
Good lavalier microphone. That's a new mic, by the way.
Good. We were gonna test it today, but because of the storm, Sean was like, "Yeah, bro, like," and I don't blame him either. I'm like, we were gonna go skating today, play some hockey on the rink nearby, and then come back and then do it in person. But yeah, the storm is just too bad. I was like, just get out of here. It's too scary out there. Don't want you to get hurt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I think I left James's at 10:30ish, and like it was deceiving. Like, just going down Bridgeport and up Herb, it wasn't that bad. But as soon as you got on the freeway, because there wasn't like any trees or like any houses to block the wind, it was just pretty much a whiteout. Like
Mm.
like probably 50 feet of visibility. And then near the end, I usually get off at Homer Watson, but I ended up getting off the exit before at Cortland just because like people were like in between lanes, and like
Oh,
there was no like structure to traffic.
yeah.
If that makes
When you
sense.
can't see the lines, you got a problem.
There was no like structure to traffic. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
bad.
The roads aren't even in this condition
I-
either. I feel like, in a weird way, having the rougher roads with the potholes, with the gravel, with the cracks, it does help a little bit in the winter. Like, I was like in Calgary and Alberta, I know they've got just perfect roads, like not a crack in them, at least on the main roads. And I can imagine that being a problem with ice and snow in this condition.
Yeah, especially when it gets this cold, salt doesn't really work. You need like kind of special salt. Like my salt at work, it's only -15, so like I'll throw down a crap ton of salt on direct ice and it'll be like just sitting there for hours. I'll come back out and be like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
Like there's nothing you can do except for like actually scrape it with an ice scraper type thing. But yeah, it's been bad this winter, man. We can get into a little bit. I've got some stats, but first, did you guys see how much snow dropped in Russia last week? Or I guess last week.
No.
It
The
was.
first
Shit
time
was crazy.
hearing about it.
I honestly thought it was AI until I saw it on the Weather Network, and it was like, this is real. This is not AI, and it was like basically half an apartment building, like 7 stories high, covered in a massive snowdrift. It looked like you remember 2012, like the end of tomorrow or whatever, the edge of tomorrow. Oh no, that's the Tom Cruise. It was the end.
Just the movie
Yeah.
2012.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I think there's another one called The End or
It was
something.
like the end of the world one.
Yeah.
Or you think about Geostorm,
No, it was
because
2012.
that one was about crazy weather.
It was like the end of the world one, 2012. But like,
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
2012.
New York gets covered and like apartment buildings are like just buried. It looked like that. I was like, there's no way this is real. And then yeah, sure enough, it is real. So to get into it, Kamchatka Peninsula in Russia's far east, facing the North Pacific. A series of strong oceanic storms repeatedly hit the same region over several weeks. Each storm dragged in very moist Pacific air over very cold land, so almost all the precipitation fell as snow. Strong winds blew the snow into huge drifts, piling it well over 8 feet in many places. They actually got 600 centimeters from early December to now. That stat blew me away. 600 centimeters. You can't comprehend how much snow that is. So a simple explanation for all of this was basically think of a conveyor belt of storms just dumping snow on the same path every single week. And then more snow on top of it and on top of it, packing it, and then wild wind, stacking it basically into massive walls. And then imagine all of the snow removal that needs to happen for something like that. We've seen it around here. You can only stack it so high,
Yeah.
And then it snows on top of that, and you've got an apartment-sized pile of snow. So, in one city, in the city of Kamchatsky, the average snow depth was 170 centimeters. Some neighborhoods sustained wind-built drifts reaching 12 feet or 1,200 centimeters. Do you that's insane. Your brain can't comprehend it. It's like that amount of snow. We're getting like maybe a quarter of that now. But, I mean,
and that already feels insane.
yeah. So yeah, I mean,
12 feet.
breaking news, live streaming. Breaking news. Dun, 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 dun. There is a massive storm happening right now, all across the states and in Canada. I don't know if you guys have looked out your window lately, but yeah, there is a massive storm. The coverage is stretching from near Mexico through the central United States into eastern Canada. A disturbance in the polar vortex allowed very cold air to spill far south over North America. A large low-pressure system formed and tapped moisture from the Pacific, the Gulf of Mexico. Bad Gulf of America. Get it right. And the Atlantic, where this moist air rides over the cold air. Heavy snow, sleet, and freezing rain develops over a wide area. So picture a giant blender mixing cold air with warm, wet air from the south. Where they meet, you get widespread heavy snow over many states and provinces at once. So that's basically the simplified grade 5 version of it. But yeah, we're getting hammered. Like, this has been not a fun winter for anybody, it seems.
Which is so funny because I've been complaining about having not enough snow for the past like 3 or 4 or 5 years, and now we finally get that snow back.
So it's your fault.
Yeah.
Yes, we have to blame Martin.
I apologize.
You wished too
Wish for
hard,
the
and
wrong
now
things.
you wished for too much snow.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
Can't believe you've done this.
Dude, should I talk about my weird
Yeah.
dream? Or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
I
Is it
had a
snow?
weird ass dream last
It
night.
is. It's not
So-
about snow, Martin.
It's not about snow. It's not. So I dreamt. I basically witnessed a murder last night in the murderer's eyes, but the murder was blanked out, and it was so surreal. Like I could like feel the raw emotions of the dude. This sounds so fucking
Yeah.
crazy. I don't know why I'm even telling this, but I was like, I woke up and I immediately checked my phone and I went to Kitchener for the news, and it was like a 26-year-old man killed a guy last night, and he's in custody and was arrested. I was like, Jesus Christ! I swear to God, I
Oh.
saw that in a dream, and it made
Yeah.
me look at my phone, and the first thing I saw was that. I was like, what the actual F I'm scared.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It was so
Was
surreal
this
too.
last
It was
night that you
last
had
night,
this?
yeah.
Last night?
It was
Oh my god.
bizarre.
That is. Did you
Yeah.
get any details? Get any get a view of the crime scene? The crime weapon?
I saw like a lot of porch stuff and then living room stuff. It's like blurry, but I could feel like the inside interior and then being outside and then just like the porch light and snow and wind. And then just like the raw emotion of like, oh fuck, what the fuck just happened? Raw. And then yeah. I don't know. And then I
Yeah.
woke up. But it was bizarre.
Jeez.
Yeah, so that was my dream.
Wow. I've had
Very weird.
those too. This kind of dream.
Yeah.
Where like you know it's a dream, like you can start to get the emotion gets higher, and then it gets to a certain point, then you become aware it's a dream, but you're still in the dreams. You start it's like lucid dreaming, but not quite. And you're like, all right, I'll continue to dream, and then eventually it's like, all right, now the dream's got to end now because it can't continue any further. I can't
Mhm.
face the murder. I can't actually do the stabbing.
Well, it
But
didn't
that's crazy.
yeah, it didn't feel like it was me. Like it felt like I was seeing through his eyes almost like I had VR goggles on or beer goggles on his eyes, so I couldn't like see all like the great definition. But it was weird. It was weird. That's all I gotta say.
Well, if you remember any particulars about the dream, you should forward that to the police.
Yep.
Like I dreamt about the. I know who it was. I dreamt about it.
Well, they
It
already
was
got
Martin.
Uh,
it. I knew it all
Uh,
along.
He wished for too much snow.
yeah.
He stole the
This is also
TV from
him.
Walmart. Actually, it's this guy we got on CCTV. No, it was him.
I'm sure of it.
I had a dream. It was him.
I have a
That's how I
dream.
know.
Yeah, if you guys ever
Uh,
like, are you sure? I'm gonna be like, yeah, it came to me in a dream.
Yeah.
Where did you
Martin's
get
at
that?
it
Oh, I
again,
dreamt
eh?
about it. Yeah.
Um,
Anyway, sorry, I just had to
It's
share that.
basically the story. Basically, the whole plot line of the show, the Pope, all the people dreaming about it, about instructions from God.
Oh, like they
I
dream
haven't watched
about.
that show, man. I'm just guessing.
Oh, nice.
They dream about instructions, and then they choose a Pope who's American, and because they're instructed to. I had a dream too this morning, last night rather, about I think it was me watching things going on, and there was a narrator, so I was just listening to the narration and also the dialogue, and it was really weird. It's like I was watching the production of a movie,
Huh.
but I forget what it was about already.
I remember you told me this morning.
I did,
No
yeah.
way.
Do
This
you
is
remember
so
what it was
good.
about?
Tell us. She's like,
Um, so what I remember is that Martin was Superman. Do you remember this, Martin?
Yeah, it's coming back to me.
So Martin was Superman, and the villains had taken over his body and taken his brain out.
Mm.
And I think you said that the villains put their brain into your body, and then you created a separate timeline so that you could come back and prevent this from happening. But then they caught you because you underestimated the female henchwoman. She knocked you
Yeah.
out from behind, and then they ended up like cutting your tongue out or something, so that
Yeah.
you couldn't prevent it. Yeah.
Something about that. No. It was that they knew I don't remember now. Thank you for reminding me. It's so weird how dreams fizzle out like a couple hours after you wake up, right?
mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was basically Superman because I watched a clip of that new Superman movie before I went to bed, and I had the powers, and I had something where if I was actually killed, it would automatically send me back in time to try and reset that. And the villain organization group were like, "Hey, let's take advantage of that by implanting one of our consciousnesses into his mind, so that when he goes back in time, the villain's consciousness will be there to go back into the past." And they did that, and I was knocked out by trying to stop the villain in my mind from taking over my the control of my body, and so I was sent back into the present, had my tongue cut out, had a lobotomy, had a drill stuck into my
Jesus
head,
Christ.
and sent back in time again to try again. At that point, I was like, "This is too wild. This is not a movie. This is actually a dream." So I woke up, but
What kind of
I
fucking
remember the
horror film
narration.
dreams do you have? Good
Wild
God.
dreams. The time travel aspect was pretty cool.
Yeah,
mean,
You take
I-
melatonin.
but
I
the
would watch
MK
that movie
Ultra
too.
fucking torture aspect of it is pretty concerning.
Yeah. It was a little bit
Jesus
scary getting
Christ.
the
You
lobotomy.
sure this didn't happen, Martin?
I don't know. No way to tell.
No,
We were all
Martin
in
just
a
goes full schizophrenic. Sorry,
simulation.
sorry, Hannah.
Well, no, it's like 5:30 a.m. I'm like trying to call an Uber, and he's like, "I just had the most gory dream ever."
That's so
Yeah.
messed up, Martin. Do you have like dreams like that often, like very gory dreams or like super scary, messed up psychological dreams?
Sometimes. Nothing like that. That was like everything in one. Like time travel, superpowers, villains and heroes. I usually have
Yeah.
like one or the other, not all three at once.
Yeah.
But that like yeah.
That's
I
crazy.
don't mind when I never get too scared in my dreams. Like I don't have like panicky dreams anymore because I had a bunch as a kid. But the one that was interesting with this one is that there was just a narrator, and it switched between the narrator and then the villain voice. And I was like, I know like I can't see or hear the face, but it was like I was watching a movie and the villain was like, you don't try that again. Um, you tried to foul our plans, so we're gonna cut your tongue out. And I was like, all right, fair.
Jesus.
That's
What did the
I'd
narrator
expect.
sound like? Was it like just like Morgan Freeman, like, "You're now going to get your tongue cut out"?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like,
Really?
and he thought he could get around their plans, and then he started thinking like, oh my god, what happens next? And then he stopped thinking because they drilled a drill into his brain,
Ooh.
and
Dude,
uh,
have you
stay tuned to see what happens next episode.
what? Stay tuned for when you get
That's
fucked up
the last-
next time. Good luck falling asleep
Yeah.
tonight, Martin.
That was the last stop before I woke up.
I want to know what percentage of people have narrations in their dreams or like narrators for their dreams.
Yeah, it's interesting for me because like I forget my dreams usually about 30 to 60 seconds after I wake up. So I know some people keep a dream journal beside their bed, eh? And they just write down everything they can remember as they're waking up. It's
Mhm.
so weird because like I remember the dream that I can tell Hannah about it for like the minute or two after,
And then it's
but
gone.
it's gone.
Yep.
Does that happen to you guys too?
Oh yeah. Yep, they're very fleeting. But I got the percentage. Approximately 30% to 50% of people regularly experience an internal monologue or an auditory narrator in their daily lives. While specific data on dream narration is less common than data on walking inner speech, the presence of a guiding voice or narrator within dreams is generally considered a part of a wider spectrum of verbal thought. So your like inner monologue must have been going crazy in that dream.
Yeah. No
There's
kidding.
not even statistics on it, apparently.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be kind of hard to get. Gotta ask people, like the people who remember their dreams. That's the only people you can ask, which is a small percentage of people that have dreams with inner monologue.
Yeah. What's the weirdest dream
But
you've had, Hannah?
I've had a lot of weird dreams. There was one reoccurring one when I was a kid that my whole family was riding on a motorcycle. I don't know how, because we're 4 people, but then my sister would turn into Medusa and like try and attack my parents, and I'd be like, no! can't hurt them.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I had that dream probably like a dozen times.
That's scary.
Hmm.
Was
Yeah, so I
she
wonder
Does she
what
have the
older
whole
or
stay
younger?
care?
She's almost 6 years older than me.
Oh, interesting. So,
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
How about you? What weird dreams have you had?
Well, that one for sure. That was the weirdest one. That was bizarre.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But Sean, how
Yeah,
about
pretty
you?
crazy.
I used to have a recurring one, just like Hannah, but like it was weird. I was like on a roller coaster, but I was viewing it from like a kilometer away.
Mhm.
So like I could see the roller coaster from like a far way away. There it was just pitch black, just the rail, like just like the track. And it was like super like up down up down up down, really loud. And it was just weird. Like I was just viewing it from really far away. And then like I was asleep, but every time like it went down, I could just feel my like stomach like sink.
Mm.
Hmm.
I
Interesting.
yeah, really don't know. Like I haven't had that dream in probably a decade and a half, but
Hmm.
it was a reoccurring one when I was a youngin.